So we just go through what happens from the start for Balco is we start off with seeding time, inspecting the field at seeding time, which is usually around April, May, and we check the fields to make sure it's clean for contamination, sticks, stones, wire, anything like that. And then the seeds, once the crop starts to emerge, so growing, we'll go and inspect it again through a couple of times through its growing stages to make sure that it didn't give the farmer any advice. And then we're now at harvest time, so the hay's been cut, cured and baled, and we receive around about 60 to 70,000 tonnes of hay to this site during harvest over 2 months. And this is what's happening out here now. So the truck comes into the stands here and the guy will moisture test it. Each bale gets stabbed with a moisture probe 5 times in a W pattern to check for any high moisture to make sure that it complies with our requirements and it's safe for export.
W pattern means
Like 5 probes in a pattern like that. Yeah. And the reason we do that is for 2 things. One, if there's high moisture in the hay, we can have a problem in our sheds with spontaneous combustion, meaning the hay can catch fire. Or two, it deteriorates the quality, and also we have to meet minimum of 14%, maximum of 14% for export quality standards.
14%.
14%
Yeah.
was the maximum.
Yeah.
what if you find something more than that?
If we find higher than that, we reject it and it gets sent back to the farm. So we'll get a red cross spray painted on it and it will get put back on the truck and it goes back to the farm. And the farmer will use it for domestic or his own hay.
What about the cost of the transportation?
No compensation
No,
for that? No?
no, that's just, they've got to meet the requirement, and if they don't meet the requirement, we reject it.
I see.
You can also see the guys will do a visual inspection looking for consistency
Yeah.
in the hay to make sure all the hay is looking consistent and there's no contamination problems. This is one of the moisture meters. Brian, I just want to show you.
Oh.
This is one of the moisture meters, so which we use to detect the moisture in the
By
truck.
using
Every bale gets a tag put into it, which looks like this. So every bale, one of these gets peeled off, like this, and then it's stabbed into the bale. And the reason for that is its traceability all the way through our process. So this is a barcode that we can scan. That's the PIN number, so the paddock number, the farmer, season, paddock name. And what we do with this is the bale's scanned on the weighbridge to receive it into inventory. Whenever it gets moved in our sheds, it's scanned to the new location, so if it gets moved around. And the final step, which we'll see later in the production shed, is it's scanned into the order. Then this number goes against your order number. So if ever we want to look up a strap print number, we can trace it all the way back to this paddock, to this grower. And every bit of information about this grower is in our system. From when he seeded, all his paddock inspections, his chemical records, our feed test records, chemical residue records. Everything we record is against this pin in the system. If along the way there was any hay care incidents raised, which means a non-conformance incident raised, we also can settle that through our system by tracing back to this.
So you have a special program for managing this?
Yeah. So some of the things you'll see around the site, things like this here, just talking about our process flow, referring back to our HACCP manual, how to deal with compliance and non-complying products as well. So they're all around the site explaining what happens at each point along the way. So there's critical control points. So this is the first critical control point is receivables.
NHA도 해썹이 하나?
아니요, 저는 해소가 안 됐습니다.
미국은 해썹이 별로 일반적이지가 않나
예,
보지?
일반적입니다.
So you come out with the hay on top. What's this thing? Oh, it's not there. I'm not sure what this is yet. Okay. What was this, Mahoney? Gate 2. 014.
See?
You would not be very good at moisture testing. Too tall. So this is our weighbridge over here. It's all automated. So the truck drives onto the weighbridge. It has a card, scans the card, which is linked to the tag number on their truck, and the tag number that we've scanned at the weighbridge. So when they scan the tag, they scan the card, so the weight's recorded against them, that PIN number and that serial number, and then when the truck leaves, he can scan his card again, and it prints in the receipt, and he can leave. So a very good system. And this is our production shed here, so with our biggest press machine in it. This shed holds around 5,000 tonnes, which is really useful because for us, efficiency gain is to get the hay from the truck and store it in the shed, so we don't have to store it in another shed and move it to this shed. So throughout the year we have truck deliveries all year long, but we do have to build up a stockpile for two reasons. One, farmers can't store all the hay, so we use our storage sheds to store it, and we save cost because we pay the farmer a cost to store the hay in the shed. And then two, we have to have enough inventory for a weather event.
근처에 바다가 있나요?
아 바다가 아니라
네.
이게 이제 바다죠. 애들레이드 바다.
아,
This
저기
rail,
기차가 있구나. 그죠?
to the Adelaide port and then Melbourne also. No?
Well, the rail line can go to Melbourne, but this train only goes to the Adelaide port.
Adelaide port.
Yeah, but it is connected to the Australian rail network, so it's not going straight.
Because I
go
knew
anywhere.
sometimes, when you are, the shortage of the container in Adelaide,
Yeah.
some exporters move the containers to Melbourne, right? Is it via railway or
Normally,
trucking?
it has to be connected. It'll be railway, but it has to be connected in Adelaide. So it would go to Adelaide, get unloaded, and loaded on another train to go to Melbourne. So our train doesn't go to Melbourne.
Oh, okay.
This is just Cube's train that goes between Adelaide and here.
I see.
They do all types of stuff. They do the grain, they do hay for us, they do hay for Gilmac, they do lead, they do minerals. So you can see them black containers up there. They're like a mineral container. So different types of minerals. So the reason why is that Cube are a huge logistics company and have so many different businesses, and they can feed different types of logistic networks through here. So that's the best thing about this train in the container park, is the train goes right up to where the vessel loads. So right next to where the ship loads the containers. So they get taken off the train and put straight in the loading crane area to be loaded straight on the ship. So this press machine is what's called a teaser press machine.
디젤.
Teaser?
Yeah.
In America, the most popular or the most common machine is a slicer press, where they take the bale and they slice the bale and press the bale.
Yeah.
What we do is our hay goes through a big chopper. And so inside the teaser head up there, it's called a teaser, inside the head is fingers and blades and a big barrel. And the hay's pushed into it and it's ripping the hay all apart again, which we can see when we have a look on the other side, making it all loose again, and then it goes over these conveyors. And that's the difference between what you see in Australia. This press machine is no good for alfalfa, because if you press the alfalfa, it'd smash up all the leaf and you'd have so much powder. So that's why they don't use these machines in the US, but we use them here because they create a very consistent product and visual appearance for oat hay. So this is the best press machine for oat hay, is a teaser press. So I mentioned to you before about trying to remove the waste and the black stuff and charm and powder. So all our waste falls down onto a conveyor and then comes back over here. You can see that shaking. It's shaking up there. What that's doing is it's getting all the long stuff to go across, and all the short stuff falls through and comes out here, because customers don't want this powdery, dusty material in their hay. So under the press we have it like a grater. When the hay gets pushed forward, it's like a grater, like slots, where it shaves off all this powdery stuff, and then it gets sorted here, and we get rid of it into this bin. And this gets sold to like a local dairy farm or someone to get rid of it. But you can see it's just this. It's just powder and dirt. So we remove that from the hay. This is how we do the mixed feed.
Oh yeah.
So when we're doing mixed pellet feed, the pellets get put into this hopper and fed up that chute and dropped in to get mixed in with the oat hay. So after the teasing process,
Yeah.
the hay comes through this into here. There's a set of like augers which helps mix the hay, and then the hay comes over this system here, which is our contamination removal system. In there, the belt has fingers on it, and the hay sits on top of the fingers. And every time it goes over a conveyor, it sieves anything heavy down. So all the rocks and stones will come out here in one of these 3 conveyors. And also there's a very powerful earth magnet inside the drums, which the wire will stick to. It'll drop the wire out as well. So if there's any contamination, it will come out here. So you can see it gets out. It won't get out 100%, but it does remove a lot of stones and stuff. So, but this has been designed and modified and changed and adjusted and tested to get to the best we can do.
그러면은 이 티징이라는 과정이 네가 설명을 좀 해줘야 돼 한국말로. 이 티징이라는 과정이 사실은 어떻게 보면은 미국 거는 바로 들어온 걸 뭐 한 번 프레스한 거 농가에서 한 번 프레스한 걸 가지고 들어와서 자르고 또 한 번 프레스해서 더블 프레스를 해서 나가는 구조인데 이거는 가지고 들어온 거를 완전히 풀어버리는 거네.
그렇죠. 그래서 이제 아까 여기서 설명했지만은 미국 같은 경우는 슬라이스 해가지고 그대로 압축을 하고 그대로 압축을 하는 거고 이거는 치징으로 풀어준 다음에 다시 압축을 하는 거죠.
그러니까 한번 풀어주는 과정이 있기 때문에 여기에서 이렇게 지나가면서 약간 띄워주는 그 손 모양의 어떤 장치에 위에다가 올려갖고 밑으로 떨어지는 그 이물질 같은 걸 밑으로 떨어뜨려갖고 걸러내고 가루 같은 것들도 중간에서 걸러내고.
그래서 그런 속에 들어있는 불순물들을 걸러내는 것에 있어서는 슬라이싱 방식보다 훨씬 더 유리하다고
그러니까
할수 있을 것 같아요.
이게 그 스페인 같은 경우도 디하이드레이티드를 하다 보니까 이게 그 고열의 그 열풍이 불어가는 둥그란 원통에서 돌아가면서 이제 이물질들을 좀 걸러주기는 하는데 요거는 또 어떻게 보면 또 다른 의미로 또 걸러주는 게 굉장히 그 방식 자체가 조금 더 선진화가 돼 있네요.
그리고 설명을 하기로는 또 이제 자석이 달려 있어가지고 금속, 철사 같은 경우도 걸러진다고 하니까 최대한 그런 부분을 좀 줄일 수 있는 방법인 것 같아요.
근데 이제 또 이제 여기서 궁금한 게 생기잖아요. 그 미국 같은 경우는 프레스를 한번 한 거를 슬라이싱해서 프레스를 한번 더 해서 나가기 때문에 나중에 그 25kg짜리 스몰 베일을 쪼갤 때 그 결대로 쪼개지는데 스페인의 디하이드레이션 한 거 같은 경우는 다 풀어진 상태에서 다시 한번 또 누르다 보니까 그러니까 말아서 누르질 않고 그대로 눌러버리다 보니까는 그 스몰 베일을 뜯었을 때 엉키는 부분이 많았거든요. 근데 요거는 이제 앞으로 프레스가 됐을 때 그런 부분을 어떻게 해결하는지가 좀 관건이겠네요. 그러면 다음 걸 또 보시죠. Okay. After this process, I was wondering because normally in USA they press on the farm first, and then secondly they just slice the pressed one and double press. So when the customer get the product, the small bale can tear the part easily, very easily. But this one, with the teasing process, the pressed one already tear the part. And how can you press it again?
Yeah. So after it's gone through the contamination, this is baling it again.
Oh,
So this is a pre-baling machine.
okay.
So similar to, it's an industrial baler, so not the same as a paddock baler, but this is pre-pressing the hay. And we can get up here and you can see the hay. So So now it's like a bale again
Oh.
with those strings on it.
So this process is the same as the farm. Similar. 이거는 농장에서 만 거랑 비슷한 프로세스를 거쳐갖고
예.
다시 원래 들어왔던 형태로 만드는 거네요.
뭐 일종의 이쪽 형식으로 1차적인 가공을 한다고 볼 수 있을 것 같아요.
이렇게 하면은 나중에 뜯었을 때도 잘 뜯어지고. 그죠?
근데
모양
그래서 저는
자체가?
아주 궁금한 게 어쨌거나 한번 치징을 했기 때문에
네.
엉킬 가능성이 있다고 보는데
네.
그런 부분을 좀 문의를 해봐야 될 것 같아요. Anthony, I'm still wondering that when he bear the hay, it is aligned because when he bear it was aligned with the hay. But anyway, you just feeding the hay. So is there any possibility it could be tangled with each other? Because in hay, when they feeding the fescue hay and they freeze it, it always tangled with each other, and they make it as a small bale. It's very hard to detect.
Yes, we have no problem with that. We can pull one apart if you want and test one, but we don't have any problem with pulling a bale apart.
Okay.
It's quite easy to pull apart.
What's the reason? Is it because of the difference between the fescue and the open hay?
Yeah, maybe the length of the hay as well. This fescue is really long. This hay is much shorter. So maybe not so hard to pull apart. So this is just pushing the hay down into the pressing machine, ready to be pressed into the bale.
It doesn't look like that high. That's not that high.
No,
Oh.
this is not pressed yet. This is just pre-pressed.
Yeah.
This is where the press chamber and gets pressed tight.
별거가 없는데
어.
그냥 이런 특성의 차이가 있는 것 같아요.
풀의 특성에 따른.
패스키는 좀 더 가늘고 길다 보니까 아무래도 좀 더 잘 엉키는데 이제 연맥 같은 경우는 좀 더 짧으니까
네.
이렇게 서로 티징된 다음에 프레스 되더라도 이렇게 엉키는 경우가 좀 적지 않나. 엉키는
근데
경우가
저런
없지 않나.
프로세스가 스페인에도 있어요.
생각 안 나왔어 그게.
그렇죠?
스페인도 이제 열풍 건조를 한다고 하지 않습니까? 열풍 건조를 하고 프레스를 하는 과정에서 그런 게 보이죠. 근데
이게 이렇게 하지 않을 것 같은데. 그냥 밀어 넣을 것 같아.
So in here, this is the main press machine where the bale's being pressed,
Yeah.
and it comes out here in a log, one big log. And this is where the straps have been added to the bale to make the small bale.
Oh, this is for small bale,
Yeah.
but without cutting. Just
It gets cut over here. So it comes out in one big log and goes in the chute across to what's called a multi-baler over there,
Yeah.
where there's blades in there that cut the bale up.
And I heard that because of teaching process, Australian autumn hay can be processed with different type of hay. So, for example, autumn hay straw with
Yeah.
premium autumn hay.
Yeah.
How can you mix that in that process?
Yeah, it happens in the teaser process.
Right.
And it mixes it. We will have a look at some hay straw mix in Korea. We're sending to Korea
Yeah.
in Western Australia. So we haven't got any oat straw here, but we did sell some hay straw mix in Western Australia this year. So we can have a look at some.
But how do you do that?
So we have four.
All four of
There's
them.
four on this. There's one on this side, one on the other side.
Okay.
One on that side. So there's two on each side. In Brookton, we only have two though. So we don't have four.
Yeah.
But we can put straw on one side, hay on the other side. Adjust the speed. So if we want more hay, the hay goes faster than the straw. We mix it together.
Okay.
이렇게 adjust the ratio between the materials.
Yeah. And not just by speed, by weight, because straw is lighter than hay, so we've got to calculate the speed based on weight as well. Because if you want 50-50s,
Yeah.
you can't run hay and straw 50% the same speed. You have to run hay slower than
A little bit
straw.
slower than the straw.
So once the bale's strapped here, it goes into this, you can see this shuttle going across.
yeah.
So that takes 2 bales at a time across the other side
Yeah.
to make the pack over here. If you come over here, you'll see what the pack looks like. So this is where the pack's been formed, and now it's going to put another unit. It's put a unitizer strap on it. So they've got the individual bale straps, but now it's going to put the vertical straps on it. Here it's going to get strapped as well, so now it's going to have vertical straps as well as horizontal straps. So every time it's strapped, it's clamped together, so you can see it sweep, and then put a strap on it. Maybe come down here, you'll see it.
오. 아, 이거는 완전 자동화네요.
완전 자동입니다.
네? 랩핑까지.
네, 저도 처음 와서 놀랐던 게
예.
미국 같은 경우에는 프레스에서 나와가지고
예.
저 랩핑 기계까지 옮겨주는 사람이 또 필요하거든요.
그리고 이렇게 쌓는 것도 좀 어떻게 보면은
그쵸?
좀 여기서는 눌러주잖아요. 옆에서 눌러주고 저기 뭐야 스트랩을
네.
가운데다가도 이렇게도
한 번 더
말아놨어요.
감았어요.
네. 이 이물질을 걸러주는 것도 그렇고 여러 가지를 섞을 수 있는 것도 그렇고. 근데 저거를 안 물어봤네. 티징의 주 목적. Anthony, what is the main purpose of teaching?
To break the hay up a bit, to remove contamination, and to get consistent visual product. Because with a slicer press, if there's some sun bleaching, because bales do get some sun bleaching, there's only this much.
Yeah.
Have a big tiger stripe when it's through a slicer press. But a teaser press you can mix very consistently and very well. It gives you a very consistent quality product, or visual consistent product as well. And you can remove the contamination.
그게 주목적인 거예요.
자, 뭐
오염물질이나 이런 것들을 이물질들을 좀
네.
제거시키는 게 주 목적이었네. 근데
사실 미국 같은 경우는 이물질 베일 속에 들어있는 이물질 제거한다는 게 현실적으로 많이 어려운 부분이 있는데
네.
이런 경우는 확실히 제거될 것 같고 또 얘기하는 게 이제 알팔파 같은 경우는 이제 겉면 같은 경우 햇볕을 받으면 노래지지 않습니까?
네.
그런 부분을
골고루 섞어주는.
예, 이쪽에서는 좀 한국에서는 이해를 해야 되는 부분으로 생각을 하는데 여기는 그런 부분마저도 좀 규격화할 수 있게 하는 것 같아요.
근데 우리가 기존에 알고 있던 좀 연맥의 그 표면 자체가 좀 굉장히 거치니까
네.
티징을 통해서 뭘 좀 연하게 한다 그런 것도 있었는데 그거는 우리가 잘못된
예, 그런 부분 같지는
형식인가
않습니다.
보네요. 티징을 해서 좀 소프트해진다고들 얘기를 하는데
It can help as well when we get like very high yielding crops, which you'll see in Western Australia. Some of the crops are very tall and thicker stem. The teaser helps to break them up and smash them up, so that you don't have such big stem hay. It's not a chopper, and we can't guarantee we can chop to a certain length, but it definitely helps break the hay up and stop it from being so big stemmy hay.
공장에 인력이 상당히 적은 것 같아요.
그래서 그런가 보네.
예, 사람이 별로 없습니다.
집어넣어 갖고 나오는 데까지 중간에 관여하는 게 없잖아요.
And so they come out ready to pack into a container.
What grade is it?
Yeah. looks much better than we saw from that truck, right? After
So
pressing.
which grade? This one.
Which grade is it?
Premium?
It's difficult, like, to identify the grade. Just see it, because the color all looks very good this year.
이거는 좀 얇아요. 패킹이.
좀 그렇긴 하네요.
네.
정말 포장의 역할만 하는 것 같아요.
어,
한 번 더 이걸 묶어주기 때문인지 모르겠는데
네.
그 스트로 같은 경우는 워낙에 팽창을 잘하다 보니까
네.
그 플라스틱 랩이 그냥 포장의 역할도 있지만 팽창을 억제시키는 역할도 있기 때문에 스트로는 조금 더 많이 감는 편이거든요.
네,
NHL도
네.
그렇고.
네.
근데 뭐 연맥 같은 경우는 모르겠습니다. 이것도 티징의 영향일 수도 있겠지만 그런 팽창 억제 역할보다는 말 그대로 포장의
그러니까 아까 그 저 공정 중에서 보니까 저쪽에서
네.
요걸 이렇게 눌러주더라고요.
아.
얘가. 네. 충분하게 눌러주.
눌러서 한 번 더 이거를
네.
아 이게 굉장히 딱딱하네.
눌러서 이거를 한번 요거를 감아주고.
네.
네. 요것도 감아준 거 같은데.
스트로는 NH한 스트로밖에 돌리거든요.
어.
스트로밖에 더 돌렸다가 23번인가 나요. 이것도 어떻게 보면은 원료인데.
Grain packing facility owned by Australian grain traders. So they're loading grain into 2050 containers over there.
아 저렇게 쓰는구나.
그레인을
네.
컨테이너에다가
Much easier than packing hay.
그냥 들어서 붓네.
예. 어차피 레일로 가니까 벽지가 따로 필요
네.
So this is a loaded shipment to go to Japan.
What's that? Arco Haycare.
Yep.
Haycare.
That's our quality assurance program.
어허.
No, it's Japan.
Japan.
Yeah. So Balco Australia is our company, but Balco Haycare is what our brand is in Japan for
Oh.
quality assurance. So many years ago we started our Haycare program.
Oh.
That's why we call it that. You translate what the sticker says?
A 시료 means A material. 안전대 쇼힌 신수와
Safe and high quality.
high quality product.
건초.
Safe and high quality product.
Is that all? Finished?
No, we got more. Just showing you the big bale here.
Oh.
So this is one of our 650 kilo big bales.
650. 여기는 빅베이를 슬리브로 안 하고
네.
그죠? 그냥 완전히 꽁꽁 묶어놨네요. 이게 더 많이 들어갈 것 같아요. 그죠? 압력을 가해갖고.
So it's the same, it's roughly the same size as one pack, and we've got 6 log bales together. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Start with one log bale, and we push it through 3 knives. So the log goes against 3 knives and becomes 4 small bales. So 1, 2, 3, 4. So this we don't cut.
Yeah, we do. We cut this way.
Cut that
There's
way.
a cut there.
아,
Cut there. There. So cut. So when you look at the top of the bale,
예, 예.
there's 12 pieces. So like this is one piece.
And this piece is from here to here. It's tall, and it can fall down like that.
빅베일인데 하나로 뭉쳐져 있지는 않고 컷을 해주는구나.
예예.
아.
근데 이거는 뭐 미산 같은 경우도 그렇게 해주거든요.
아.
이렇게 중간에
나올 때 칼날을 줘갖고.
근데 보시면은 이거랑 요거랑 똑같이 있잖아요.
네.
이거는 제가 봤을 때 이제는 공정의 미산이랑 공정이 좀 차이 같은데 여기 같은 경우는 스몰빌이랑 빅빌이랑 나오는 서출구가 똑같은데 다만 이런
자르는 거나
거의
포장에서.
차이에서만 기인하는데 미산 같은 경우에는 빅베일 생산할 때는 아예 타튜브 자체가 다릅니다.
예.
그 앞에다가 이 슬립을 끼고
네,
나오지
네,
않습니까?
네,
그러다 보니까
기계가 다르고.
예,
그죠?
그 기계가 다르고.
네.
그래서 이상 같은 경우는 빅벨 슬립을 하면 한 400kg 정도 내외로 왔다 갔다 하는데
네.
요거는 아까 얘기하듯이
650kg.
650kg 하니까 훨씬 더 무겁다고 할 수가 있어요.
뭐 어쨌든 목적 자체가 빅베일 같은 경우는 가지고 와서 자가 TMR을 한다거나
네.
아니면은 공장에서 TMR 공장이나 이런 데서 원료를 썼을 때 벌크로 집어넣으려고 하는 목적이기 때문에 이게 어떻게 보면 이게 더 효율적일 수가 있겠네요. 네, 띠를 많이 잘라야 되겠네요. AO result, AO 무슨 뜻일까요? 나중에 검사를 할 것 같긴 한데, 그죠?
검사를 하시면은
그 제품을 품질 검사를 이제 원초가 들어올 때도 검사를 하고 지금 여기 안에서도 뭐 걸러내면서 볼 거고 제품이 완성되고 나서도 뭔가 검사를 할 것 같은데 여기는 좀 검사를 많이 하는 것 같아갖고. And does anyone inspect
sorry.
the final commodity?
Yeah, sorry, I should tell you that too. That we also an authorised officer inspection. So on the site here we have staff trained by the government to be an authorised export inspector. And over here, this is the inspection zone. So the samples get collected from the bales and then they do a authorised officer testing. So that's how we get our data. So the hay has to be sieved. So they have to use sieves and put the sample in here and sieve the sample and check for any insects or contamination or non-conformances. And they have to sort through this to see what comes out. So also yes, they'll check the commodity as well at this point. But this is more of a export compliance, not a quality control. It's export compliance. And that's what these boxes are here. They're samples waiting to be inspected.
And pick samples from where? Oh, here.
From this area here. It's not being collected at the moment because the hay we're making right now is not being put in the shipping container. So the only time we do an inspection here is if the hay is going into the shipping container. The hay we're making at the moment is being stored on the floor. And later, when we go to put it in the shipping container, we're going to take one bale sample and check the bale for the same process. So there's two different methods. This is called loose hay sampling, and the other one that we do, once we stack it on the floor and then load it later, is called endpoint sampling. So this is not collecting any sample at the moment. And all these systems have to be reviewed and approved by the government. So the government inspector comes out and approves your whole process, all your documentation and your sampling methods and systems.
굉장히 잘 돼 있네요.
네, 그렇죠.
So this is some premium grade.
Premium grade?
Yep. It's always difficult looking at hay when it's unprocessed because this is not what you're getting. It looks a lot different from the big bale into the press bale. It looks different. And in Brookton, because we've got so much hay, last week we selected 5 Prem Pluses, 5 Prems, 3 low Prems to get produced. And when we go there, there will be packages on the floor that we can cut the bale open and actually look at the press product rather than the raw bale product. But because here in South Australia, we haven't got much hay yet, we haven't made press samples. Because when we do it, we want to make sure that whatever we're showing you is the average. Because if we just show you all our best Prem grade press sample, and then you go and get the shipments and it's not as good as what you've seen. So for us, it's important for us to understand the season and make sure that we're showing a consistent average quality. Because for us, it's like, yes, we have good Prem, better looking Prem grade, lower looking Prem grade. We always look to make it consistent because no customer wants fluctuation, they want consistency. And these are super premium, great.
진한 초록색이에요. 진한 초록색.
그래 보이긴 하네. 좀 더 진해 보이네.
네. 이제 그 뭐랄까 노란 잎이랑 비율 차이가 많이 있어 보인다기보다는 초록색 잎이 얼마나 쨍하냐 그런 차이가 좀 있어 보이게 저는 그렇게 느꼈어요.
겉으로 봤을 때는 근데 잘 모르잖아요. 사실.
말을 잘하는 것 같아요. 수징이라는 게 어쨌거나 그 생산자나 이제 어쨌거나
네.
원초에 개입을 하게 되는 거잖아요.
그렇죠.
개입을 하게 되는 거를 뭐
So this is
어떤
local.
사람들은 그거를 좀 부정적으로 생각할 수 있으니까
네, 네.
그런 부분을 이제 품질의 균질성이라는 그런 모토로 좀 설명을 하는 느낌.
So this is low prem A grade. So you can see the reason why it's low prem A grade, you can see some yellow weather damage. So this is signs of some weather damage,
어,
but still the colour's good. There's not black spotting, it's just some yellow staining.
로우 프리미엄
Low premium A.
A.
Low prem A.
하이
그래서 로우 프리미엄 B에서요?
There's low premium and then low premium A. Low
A is
premium.
little bit better than low premium.
No, low premium is better.
Has a little bit like weather damage. Like you can see the yellow.
The yellow.
Yeah.
So low prem is good colour, green, no damage. Low prem A is minor weather damage.
로우 프리미엄 A가 더 낮은 거.
좀 더 이제 낫다고 봐요. 안 좋.
색깔이 안 좋은 거.
Yeah.
So we have two weather damage grades. We have low premium A and we have beef grade. Beef grade, feed test doesn't matter. Could be good, could be bad. It's all based on the visual. It's too much rain damage, it's beef grade. Doesn't matter if the feed test is high or low, it's beef grade. For low prem A, the feed test is the same as low prem, but has some minor damage. So it has better feed test than beef grade, or could have, but it's not too damaged. It only has minor damage. And then for super premium, premium, low premium, all no weather damage, all good colour.
But normally, if autumn hay got damaged, rain damage, the WSC is
It does affect the feed test, yeah.
it doesn't affect.
It does.
It does.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Depends on how much and how the conditions were.
Yeah.
Sometimes if it has one big rain on it and doesn't stay in the field for a long time and gets baled,
Yeah.
it can still have okay, like feed test can be better. But the longer it sits in the windrow in the field, having one rain, two rain, three rains,
Yeah.
that's where it starts to deteriorate the feed test further.
Low premium A bale.
Yeah.
So when it became a commodity,
Yeah.
so you guys sell it as a low premium A, or you guys
Number one.
Yeah, we sell it as low prem A.
low premium A.
Low premium
so that's
A.
a different price,
Yeah, it's cheaper than low
cheaper
prem.
than low premium.
But you don't have number one.
No.
No.
So this would be equivalent to other people's number one.
Okay.
So other people have low prem, then number one, and then beef. We have low prem A, and then beef. We can show you the grading chart. as
Okay.
well. Is it premium? Yeah. It's a bit bigger crop, bigger yield. It's a bit bigger stem. So that's why when it goes through the teaser press, it helps break it up a bit more. So, have you had enough for looking at stacks of hay? We can go have a look at the other press machine in the other shed. It's not running, but we can have a look at that. And then we can go into the office in Balaclava and look at the samples and the testing process. Happy with that?
Yeah.
Okay, let's do that.
I forgot to record that you explained about judging grade of cotton hay. So can you can you tell me about that again? Oh, how to judge the grade of cotton hay?
Yeah, so for the first thing we do is take the feed test.
Feed
so
test.
we feed test all of our paddocks of hay at harvest time. So
Yeah.
when the hay's baled, we sample 20% of the field
Yeah.
and we use part of that sample to do our feed test.
Yeah.
Based on focusing mainly on WSC
Yeah.
and NDF as the two main parameters that we use to judge our hay. And that gives us the grade, whether it be super premium, premium grade or whatever grade it fits
Yeah.
into. After that, we then do a visual assessment of the hay. So we're looking for any non-conformances,
Yeah.
so weeds, contamination, or even bleaching,
Yeah.
and that's how we base
Oh.
create our grades.
So the priority of judging grade of cotton hay is based on test.
Feed
Feed
test.
test.
Yeah. Feed test is the highest priority for judging hay,
Yeah.
and it's going to be the highest priority on getting animal performance.
Yeah.
But our customers still also focus on colour.
Oh,
So
yeah,
colour is
right.
important to them. Not that it
Yeah.
affects the animal performance,
Yeah.
but good colour hay is easy to sell.
Yeah.
So easy for us to sell,
Yeah.
easier for our
Yeah,
customers. So,
yeah,
so colour is
yeah,
important.
yeah. That happens a lot on Timothy hay.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yeah, Timothy hay is only graded on its visual appearance.
Right.
And part of the tests that we've done a number of tests on Timothy hay
Yeah.
through our Dairy One system, the same as we do our Odin hay.
Yeah.
And we find that some of the super premium Timothy hay
Yeah.
can be the same feed test or even lower feed test than the low premium Timothy hay.
Ah.
So Timothy hay is graded purely on visual appearance and
Yeah.
stem size,
Mm.
which is different to Odin hay. We're judging our hay on the quality and the animal performance.
Oh, thank you.